Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are going to talk about something that's both incredibly sweet and, well, surprisingly bitter. We're talking about sugar.
So here's what we're going to get into. We're going to unpack our, let's say, complex relationship with sugar. We'll look at our intense emotional reactions, what it's actually doing to our bodies and our minds, why we crave it so much, and even the global forces that put it on our tables in the first place. And believe it or not, it all starts with something you've probably argued about: cake.
All right, first up, the cake conundrum. I mean, love it or hate it, sugar really does divide us. And to get into this, let's start with a food that I swear everyone has a strong opinion on: cake. Okay, so check this out. Quote, "I freaking hate cake." Whoa, right? That's a pretty bold statement from food writer Hannah Grant. Her whole argument is that most cakes are just boring, super sweet lumps of refined sugar and flour. And that might sound shocking to some of us, but it actually captures this feeling that a lot of people seem to have these days. So why does sugar get people so fired up? You see it everywhere, right? From online forums where people are complaining that sweets are too sweet or just a vehicle for frosting, all the way to dinner tables where cake is like the ultimate comfort food. The divide is absolutely real. People have strong feelings about this stuff. But why? Okay, to really get to the bottom of this love-hate relationship, we have to get grounded in the science first. Let's take a look at what the experts say, what sugar is actually doing to us on a physical level. And right off the bat, it's really important to make a key distinction when the American Heart Association talks about all the time. There's a huge difference between the sugars that are naturally in stuff, like in an apple, and the added sugars that get put into foods when they're being made. And these added sugars, they're the ones that health experts are really worried about. They're in everything from sodas to baked goods, and they sneak into our diet under all these different names that end in O's. You've probably seen them: fructose, dextrose, sucrose. They're pretty much the main source of sugar in the American diet. And man, these added sugars, they add up so fast. The AHA says women should have no more than about 6 teaspoons a day, and men no more than 9. But get this, a single 12-ounce can of soda can have 8 teaspoons. That's enough to push a woman over her entire daily limit in just one drink. That's pretty wild when you think about it. And the stakes here are really, really high. This isn't just about, empty calories. We're talking about an increased risk of obesity, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. The list goes on. The consequences are super well documented. And honestly, that's why we hear so many public health warnings about it. But what if the physical stuff is only half the story? Now we're moving into some really fascinating territory, because it turns out there's a surprise